I've actually been trying to keep myself a little bit, keeping my head low. There's been a lot of craziness going on lately, man. It's ridiculous out here. I look like a hobo. But I guess I'll just go ahead and start off real quick. Politics have been happening lately, and I'm not a liberal. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Democrat. I'm none of that stuff. But I will say this: I hate Donald Trump. But obviously, it makes sense for me to hate Donald Trump because I'm not a racist sociopath who wants bad things to happen to people I don't like for no reason. And but it's like, man, I'm trying my best to just sort of, be positive here and understand what's going on. But like this is spilling on into wrestling, which I think is weird. Like I knew, like politically speaking, that there was going to be a handful of wrestlers who were conservative because this is bound to happen. A lot of them get rich at a certain age and they start to see things like they say that the more money you earn, the more conservative you be, or whatever, or how that goes. And then you have like a lot of them who are like older wrestlers from like the South. So it's like obviously they're gonna like like Jerry the King Lawler and Road Warrior Animal and Tracy Smothers. So it's like seeing those guys support Donald Trump, it just makes sense. It's like they're old guys from the South, but like T.J. Perkins, right over my head, man. Like Jackson Riker, not really over my head, but it's just like it just seemed to came out of nowhere. And then you got like it's weird. It's just weird that you sort of see these things happening in such a short amount of time, and it's just like where are all these Trump supporters coming from? It's like you do realize that this is not something to be proud of. You're a racist sociopath. It's like go away because this is bad. Um, but like it's good to see that there are some people who are seeing what's happening at Capitol Hill and genuinely being disgusted by it because it's like that's a very disgusting act of terrorism. It was just plain and simple. And oh my god, I need to shave this. I am fat and my neck has a beard. I do not ever want to be a neck beard, but now I'm a neck beard. I hate it. Um, but yeah, man. It's just it's weird to see. It's weird to see now. What else is there? Like, oh, yeah, man. Wrestling has gotten like really. Like I said, I haven't been able to watch WWE lately once again because I'm boycotting it because Randy Orton won the championship and the Alia Murphy thing just completely turned me off. But I have been sort of sneaking back into watching some NXT. So I'm really like I'm watching like reruns because I'm going down. I'm watching on Hulu, and there's only like bits and pieces that I can see from there. And right now, I'm at the start of Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez, who, by the way, Raquel Gonzalez has my heart right now. I love that woman. I think she has nothing but like untapped potential. So I hope the street fight was as good as everybody as they say it is. Moving along, wrestling has actually been going into a pretty good direction lately. Where they're interacting and spilling into more forms of entertainment. You got Snoop Dogg doing his Snooperfly at AEW. You have Booker T with Bad Baby, and you got you got Wale just being Wale and loving wrestling. It's just a lot of stuff that's going on, and that's awesome to see. Part of me is just ready to see like more wrestlers sort of transition into like film, like what John Cena and Dwayne Johnson have. So it's just sort of like it's like professional wrestling has became that mixing point between entertainment and sport. I guess you can call it sports entertainment. Uh, Speaking of that, I actually still am trying to be a part of it. I'm trying to get myself situated financially in order to do that and make that into a thing. So that's it's still in the works. It's just a really expensive process because like the goal is to go to Texas, to go back to Texas. But before I do that, I have to have a job ready. I have to have a place ready. I have to have everything sort of situated so I can actually do that. And it's a lot more complicated than I realized. So that's definitely something that I have to sort of work towards. I'm working towards, and I'm investing towards right now. But like like I said, pro wrestling school is like $150 monthly. Then you have rent, which is going to probably be about 500 to 700. And I mean, like right there, I have to earn like about $1,000, and I haven't even included car insurance, the cell phone, school. And it's like on a monthly basis, I would have to get like about $1,000 monthly, and that's going to be really complicated with uh, the job that I probably might end up getting being the guy who is behind a gas station register for like an hour and a half or so. Well, not an hour and a half, but like a few hours or so. It's just, and then I don't think Texas was one of the states that actually bumped up their minimum wage. So I'm looking at probably like a crazy amount of hours, which would probably cut in the training time. It's just a lot of things that sort of just like goes into this. It's more than just packing up and moving and just getting over there. It's it's just a lot of fun. Also, if you hear some noise going on in the background, that's I live with like three other people, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's going into it right now, and it's wild. It's wild. But yeah, professional wrestling, like I said, professional wrestling is actually starting to steer into politics, and that's the weirdest part about all this, because like the more you see look and go into professional wrestling and politics, the more you start to see that there is a bit of unfavorable taste there, because like it's weird, watching wrestling for so long, and then you're seeing like some of your favorite wrestlers, and you find out that they're unfavorable views on other people is just demented in some way. Now, me personally, like I said, I'm going to always respect and honor some of these people, but I will like to keep them at arm's length should I ever actually get into the ring myself. Like, there's actually a handful of wrestlers that I would probably never want to be in a ring with, and I probably might talk about that in my next video. So that's it though, y'all. Love and peace. Y'all have a good one, and consider this a warning. So say it's insanity. I'm gonna probably like make that into a slogan or a catchphrase or something. What do y'all think? Be sure to send a comment below, and also to the random person who's calling me TJ. I'm not that person. I'm sorry. That's it. Y'all have a good one.